Dr. Arthur Bainomugisha. Doc, who joins me from Buate. Doc, where exactly is the problem here?
I think thank you very much, Samson. I think the problem lies in the financing of these political parties. I think the NRM opted for the lining up to be able to save the money, because I think they looked at the secret ballot as expensive, while NUP decided on the selection of leaders, and both of the systems have had their challenges. In the case of the NRM, so many contestations that a tribunal had to be set up to decide on who won. And of course, the election has also left many friends perhaps as bitter enemies, because the lining up in the back of the candidates exposes people, or compromises people's ability to choose the leader they want, because one, people fear not to vote the person perhaps they think is weak, and therefore are forced to line, or they will not actually turn up. So the lining up in the back of the candidates could have actually even limited the voter turnout, but also created a lot of conflicts. In fact, the NRM after these elections may need to go back and try to reconcile the party, because the party now is very, very divided because of the exposition. People lining up in the back. I think moving forward, the Electoral Commission, and I'm looking at the Independent Electoral Commission, and indeed government through Parliament, we may need to strengthen or to reform the Political Parties and Organizations Act and provide basic principles that political parties must follow. For example, use of a secret ballot is a standard procedure, because it is secret. Even a wife may not elect the husband if she knows the husband is not the right candidate. But you cannot go with your husband, who is a candidate, and line behind another man. The family will break down. So I know that NUP, of course, was also could have been forced in the selective process because of underfinancing. NLM also to save money. But if we want to build democracy and deepen the democracy, and provide for people's privacy, then we may need to fund, one, to direct the law, the policy framework that political parties, the electoral system must use the secret ballot. So money must be found so that people can freely vote the leaders that they think can deliver services to them, rather than being forced to elect leaders who have given them money. Because for me, in a very highly monetized electoral system like we have, people could eat the money and vote the leaders of their choice.
Doc, it's obvious that you have indicted both methods and said we are here because of the lack of money. But if we could go a little further down the road, where we are at, in both systems, the losers are uncomfortable and they are threatening to go independent. Do we have a politics where we are generally bad losers, and therefore we also don't respect any semblance of systems here? Are we doing politics like we ride borders and drive on our roads, where systems and the respect thereof is non-existent in Uganda?
I think again, Samson, we have an issue here. The kind of politics now, people are not into these elections and politics to actually serve. It's not about service. It's not about servant leadership. It's not about serving your country. People are looking for monetary gain. They are looking for jobs in politics. That's why it is a do or die struggle. And so that's why these systems now even expose people to, it takes us to another dangerous level. And so that is, so one, the things we have to do, one, of course, return the secret ballot and force every party to go that way. Secondly, deepen civic education. Deepen civic education so that actually people understand their civic rights, duties, and obligations. But also, I think we could also go deeper and try to reduce or to limit the amount of money that can be used. Because I think if we increasingly allow monetization to go this far, it waters down the quality of our election. It gives us the leaders who may not be the best, but people are able to marshal or mobilize the money. So the monetization of elections, of course, water down the quality of leaders that we get. It waters down the quality of democracy. So, but again, of course, the issue of jobs, then the government must create jobs outside of what? Of politics. And I think moving forward, as a country and indeed as Africa, sub-Saharan Africa that has embraced democracy, we need to deal with the issue of monetization. We have to create jobs outside of politics and attract people into politics who actually have gone there to serve their country, to serve their communities, not to make money. If we can actually limit the amount of money that goes to members of parliament, that goes to the councillors, so that actually people are not attracted to go and make money, but to go and serve their country, that can work, and that can be done through legislation and policy frameworks.
Doc Arthur Bainomugisha, thank you very much. Now you know why I prefer football to politics, because even when the referee makes the mistake, he apologizes, the result stands, and you move on to the next game. Politics is a little different. Dr. Arthur Bainomugisha there for us. Now moving along.